when you fell in love with someone's personality, like what chores did they happen to be good at?
I
Tell them
think it
why,
is the
Jess.
most overrated thing you could do.
I'm disappointed with myself
Mm.
when I noticed this feeling going on long term.
And I'm like so pleased with myself that that happened. And it took a year.
My complaints are horrible and I don't deserve to even have them. And
Okay, this is
okay,
your
I just
turn.
like
Hello and welcome back to Not For Everyone, a podcast hosted by me, Jess, your lover, and Caroline, your hater. Hello, my love. Back together again. We are.
we're back.
How are you? I feel sleepy. I'm like a cozy little girl in my PJs and it's cloudy outside and I just want to drink hot cocoa or something.
Yeah, I really do want that. I feel
Do you
great.
want that? Can
Yeah, hot cocoa.
should we
Yeah.
do that now together?
Yeah,
That'd be
I've been eating a
nice.
lot of trash because we're coming off the Halloween weekend. So
Oh,
I've just been like, yeah, I'm conducting an experiment. I got some Three Musketeers
sure.
and that Justin brought back with like a, variety pack to give the children. And I was like, I really liked Three Musketeers as a kid, but I feel like that was wrong of me.
I never liked them. What is that filling called? Like, what is the
It's like
creamy?
marshmallowy something, I feel like. I don't
I
know.
didn't like that there wasn't a name for that. You know,
That's
it's not
funny.
chocolate,
Yeah.
it's not caramel, it's not nuts, it's not nougat. Like, what's it called? What
Nougat.
is it?
Yeah, it's kind of like foam. I feel like it's
Yeah,
like
it's
foam is the closest
foam.
thing.
It's
Anyway, I
like
was staring at
chocolate
them.
essence, the essence of chocolate,
Yeah,
but not quite chocolate.
not quite creamy. It's like foam. Like anyway, I was like maybe these would be good though because I was like I was so wrong about ever liking these. But then I thought maybe if we put them in the freezer.
Oh, I do
So,
love putting any candy in the freezer.
doesn't that kind of sound like a good idea?
Yeah. Oh, so you haven't done it yet. This is like an
I,
active
I put them in the freezer, but I
hypothesis.
haven't eaten them.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
So, pretty exciting.
curious. Yeah, good stuff. I do like putting candies in the freezer in general. I love putting sour candy in the freezer. It's somehow eating them
I
very
have
cold.
never.
It's so okay. So you obviously know I love sour candy to
That
start
sounds
with.
good.
Even if it was like warm and melty, I
Yeah.
would go crazy for it. But the coldness makes the sourness pop more, and it's amazing. I highly recommend. Yeah.
That sounds really good. No, I get that. That makes sense to me.
Have you ever had the Fruit Riot sour fruit?
No, I've never even heard of that. Fruit Riot sour fruit? Is it like a
Yeah,
fruit leather?
it's like no, it's pieces of fruit. It comes in a bag in the freezer section. They sell it at like Whole Foods, and there's
Oh my
pineapple,
God.
there's grape, and maybe
Is it
there's
like a fruit
cherry.
gusher? Is it like a fruit
It's
gusher?
real fruit, but they
Oh,
roll it in the like sugary citric acid
oh,
um like coating that's on sour candy
oh
and
my
then they
God.
freeze it and so it's like you're eating a grape but it's
Shut the
super
fuck up.
sour
Where do you
because
buy
it has
this?
that candy. I think they have it at Whole Foods. Like normal grocery stores have it. It's
My mouth is
my favorite thing.
watering
Yes, it
immediately.
isn't it? Oh my God, I know. The grape is my favorite,
You think
followed
they
by the
have it at Whole
pineapple.
Foods? That's surprising.
Maybe not whole, well, yes, because it's like I think I've bought it there.
Natural.
Because it's fruit at the end of the day. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a healthier alternative to sour candy if you are like
Yeah.
me and you're a sour candy fiend. And they're potentially more sour than your average. They're
Yeah.
definitely more sour than the trolley
Oh my
sour
God.
gummy worms, which I
I want
love,
this
but
right now. I'm looking at it. I think mostly I get that it's like all natural and fruit, but actually because of the branding, I was like, they wouldn't have this branding at Whole Foods because it's like
mm,
neon color
colorful,
packaging and it's not like
like earth tones.
earth tone vegan mother.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like a recycled bag, probably that's like brown.
I'm so
Unfortunately,
mad at
it's
Whole
not that.
Foods all the time. I hate that place.
Do you really?
I
I
really hate that place.
I have mixed feelings. It's like I like the shopping experience there better than my average grocery store. Like I really
Yeah.
don't like the vibes in like a Giant or here in
Safeway.
Chicago it's Jewel. Yeah, I just like
Yeah.
it makes me not inspired to buy things that are gonna be yummy. It just I want to get in and get out. So I like Whole Foods
Mm-hmm.
for that purpose, that it's nicer,
Okay.
but it's so expensive and it's owned by Amazon and it's like, I don't
And it's a
know.
horrible experience. They made it more expensive. I feel like the food quality is worse. The prices have gone up. The
Yeah.
like customer service is way worse.
Mm,
It's just like horrible. I hate it. I'm so
yeah.
mad.
You
You
know what
go
I
in,
will say?
what will you say?
Well, this is something that is in favor of Whole Foods. I do have to say that their coffee shop that they have, the coffee is cheaper than your average coffee shop. Like if you go to Whole Foods and get a cold brew, it's like
Okay.
3.50 at here in Chicago, and that would
Mm.
be like easily $5 anywhere else. So I do appreciate them for that. Or like a
Okay.
matcha latte is like 5.50 instead of 7.50. Like any other coffee shop is like you're paying $10 for your coffee in the morning.
$10. $10.
I feel like most coffee shops are they it
Oh
gets up
yeah.
there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, no, no. I agree. It's crazy.
Yeah.
When is the coffee shop bubble gonna burst?
Oh, I'm gonna burst it. I'm gonna do it myself.
You're gonna burst all
I'm gonna
over it.
blow this
Yeah.
shit up and burst it. Yeah.
Uh,
So Whole Foods is it's the only thing that's less expensive at Whole Foods is their coffee shop. But then
okay.
it's like my incentive. I'll like go there to get my coffee in the morning and then I'll do my grocery shopping. And it kind of, I saved $1 on the coffee, but I spent an extra 20 on the groceries. And I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's
So do you
that
get your,
helps me.
yeah, the math is, so there's some kind of math there. Do you go to into Whole Foods for your like daily coffee?
No, it's not that close to me. So I
Okay.
only do it sometimes if I'm going to be over there or if I need to do
Yeah.
like an Amazon return at Whole Foods. Like if I'm, or if I need to get my groceries and maybe I'm in the mood to do it at Whole Foods that day because it's a better shopping experience and I don't want to go to Jewel. Like there's a few
Mm-hmm.
ifs, but it's not my standard coffee place and it's not my
I was
standard
gonna say
grocery store either.
we talk about like finding your like cute local coffee shop,
Yeah.
and I was like, is hers the Whole Foods? I would be surprised.
No, no. I have gotten a lot better though
That's
at
funny.
not buying coffee out because it used to be like there was a period of time where I was pretty much buying coffee out every single day because it was
Mm-hmm.
my treat. It was like go for a walk. It got
Self-care.
me outside
Yeah.
and I would go and buy a coffee, but it's just gotten so much more expensive and it just really adds up when you do that. So I've
It's
gotten better at
crazy.
like it's a once a week or twice a week treat to go to a coffee shop rather than
Mm,
daily. And Ryan makes me cold brew at home and that helps too. I
nice.
would not do that for myself.
Yeah.
I would just go to Whole
You've
Foods.
switched over to free labor.
I have switched over to, yes, exactly. It is,
Yeah.
there's a trade that happens, and it's that I am cute and complain, and he cooks and makes my cold brew and does all the things that I don't want to do. And it's very lovely.
Mm-hmm. Do you do all the like dishes then if he cooks?
No, I wish that
Really?
I could tell you that I did, but I don't. I do
So
them
he cooks and does the
sometimes.
dishes? Okay, okay, nice. I was just asking because I was thinking about how also I am spoiled. I don't cook at all. And so our exchange is usually I do the dishes
I
after.
always offer, but he usually says, don't worry about it, and is like,
Wow.
nice because I have my nails and he's like, yeah, I don't want you to ruin your nails, whatever.
Oh, wait,
So
that's so
that's
kind of
nice.
cute though.
Sometimes I'll
I don't
do
want you to ruin your
like
nails.
they're expensive, it's like my thing. But
Totally.
I will do it sometimes or I'll do like the easy stuff. Like last night he made us a nice dinner and I cleaned up the plates and cutlery and like the basics of what we ate with, but I didn't like scrub the pan that he was cooking with because
Yeah.
my
What do you
nails.
feel like? Do you feel like you do? Not that you have to. I just assume that in healthy relationships, there's a balance.
Yeah.
Like it balances out somewhere. It doesn't have to be doing the dishes. And I do think you guys have a relationship I really admire. So I'm just assuming that like it balances out somewhere. This is not like a
I think so.
in like an inquisition, but I'm just like
Yeah.
wondering what it looks like for you guys.
I think I definitely do more of the like cleaning and tidying up of the house overall, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
laundry, like washing our sheets. I mean, he does it sometimes too. he's really great. Like he's what I'm finding is that he's really a team player with that stuff and helps me out a
Yeah, yeah,
lot when
yeah.
I'm like swamped with what I have going on. But I would say like I'm the cleaner one and the more organized one, so I'm very like if it's messy, I tidy up, I put things in their place. I'm always thinking about like storage solutions for my stuff and for his stuff, and I'll like order things and sort it in the way that makes sense. Partly because I'm the one that cares about that more, but it's also to help him like know where his things are and for both of us to feel like we're living in a space that is well maintained and taken care of. So I don't know. That's the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
thing that
yeah.
comes to mind is just more of the like organizing,
Householdy.
tidiness. Yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe like, yeah, I would say that's about it. But he does a lot of the like
That's a
cooking,
lot. Yeah.
cleaning, taking the trash out
Yeah.
stuff.
Why is the trash? You ain't gonna find a woman on earth in a heterosexual relationship who's taking out the
I'm not doing
trash.
it. I'm not
Not
doing it.
volunteering for that. No.
It happens every
Mm-mm.
once in a while. I vacuum a lot. Like I'm also very, again, like I'm particular about the cleanliness and I have really bad allergies. And if there's like even a hint of dust in a corner, I'm like, I gotta get it.
Mm,
So I do a lot of the vacuuming. Yeah, stuff like that.
that makes
Um,
sense.
it works itself out, I would say.
Oh, I think it
Hopefully.
does.
If you asked him, it might be a
Also,
different answer.
I don't even think it would have to be labor. I think there's some relationships where it's
Oh
like
yeah.
one person brings the personality and the ass, and the other person does the
That
labor. Like,
I'd be doing that. Yeah.
great. Yeah, I'd be bringing
I
the
mean,
ass for
I think
sure.
I keep the household entertained.
Right, right,
I'm
right.
giving a performance. I'm making people laugh. By
Yeah,
people,
and so
it's
he
just
doesn't have to
Ryan.
call in entertainment all the time. Like, you're saving a lot of
Right.
money that way.
He would have to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um,
I
yeah.
always I it makes me laugh to think about we have a pretty similar division. Like, Justin cooks every meal that I eat that isn't out of a peanut butter jar.
Mhm.
And I and then I do like all like not all, but like the bulk of like organizing, cleaning, decorating, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, and it's funny because we're each doing the thing that we care about, and I think the other would be like totally fine without it. Like I don't miss,
Right.
I do ultimately appreciate having like nutritional variation in my diet because he's cooking me healthy meals and it's not just peanut butter. But like if he stopped, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. I'll just eat the
And
peanut
I
butter
think,
then.
and I think if I stopped cleaning and organizing, he'd be like, I didn't even notice that you were ever doing that.
I actually think it's so the same. Like I love that I live with someone who loves to cook, is a great cook, like thinks of new interesting things to cook. And also when I was living alone and I just ate like avocado toast
I was
for
happy.
every
That was
meal,
fine.
it was great. Like I could
It
easily
was great.
do that again. And
So it's
similarly for
like,
him, I
yeah,
don't think
it's
he's
funny to
like
think that we're like,
looking
I'm doing
around
this
needing,
labor.
yeah, I don't think
It's
he's
like
looking
you
around
don't.
like needing
mm.
storage solutions and like a woman's touch in how we decorate and stuff like that. But
We've seen how
I
they live.
I have to believe that it makes it a little, like maybe a little nicer for him, like
Yeah.
occasionally.
Well, totally. Like the meals are overall nicer for
It's
me too. Like I
better.
do enjoy and appreciate them, but I would never like if he stopped doing it, I would not pick it up. And
Yeah,
I think that's the thing.
true.
And
That's
like
it.
if I stopped cleaning or organizing, no, I think Justin would just be okay with, we have different standards. It's like a standard of living. Like
Yeah.
he's actually pretty tidy. He's not like a dirty rat, but like he has a different standard for living, which is fine. And I have a different standard for eating, which is
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's right. I also think like it sounds like in both our relationships, each person does the thing that comes more naturally to them and that they were doing for
Mm-hmm.
themselves
Totally.
before. So I think for the most part, like even if you counted it up and Ryan does more stuff around the house or
It's
definitely
just what's
cooks
more
all our meals and
natural.
whatever, it's like he is that person who naturally tends to go and do those things and think about the meal and get the groceries and whatever. The same way I'm the person that thinks about like how to stay organized and clean and on top of the home being
Yeah.
orderly and tidy. And like I've always been that way, and I think he's always been that way. And so we're not really putting ourselves out and like picking up a new task or a new chore.
Right.
It's like the stuff I always cared the most about and the stuff he's always cared the most about.
And become efficient at doing and like don't
Yeah.
mind doing because it's immediately rewarding to you. It is
Yeah.
funny to think how like a lot of that just comes down to like when you fell in love with someone's personality, like what chores did they happen to be good at? It's like
Yeah.
just could be random. Like I just feel lucky that they linked up well. Like Justin's really good and passionate about doing laundry. And I ruin
Passionate.
half my clothes. He's very passionate. Like he has all these different chemicals and equipment and
Oh,
tools. And like
wow.
he has his own, his go-to tailor and cobbler. And he's always like taking
Oh,
my
yeah.
shoes to get repaired and, talking to me about wool thread count and whatever. And
Yeah.
we went out today and I wanted to get like just like two really nice quality, soft, comfy winter sweaters. I'm wearing one right now.
I
I
like
love it. And
oversized and cozy.
oversized and cozy, yeah. And we were buying them and I was standing at the counter like paying and I looked at Justin and I was like, "You're gonna have to wash these for me." And he was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, yeah, for sure." It's
He's
like
like he already read the label to understand what
he was like,
the
"Yeah,
materials are. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same. I also yesterday I Halloween is cute this way. I wonder if you had a similar experience.
Hmm.
We ended up going down to our neighbor's place downstairs for like 30 minutes and just hanging out and
Oh.
having a glass of wine with them while they were handing out candy.
Uh-huh.
And I
Are
feel
you
like
what's how
Halloween,
close are you? Is like acquaintance level?
we're, yeah, acquaintance level. Like they're our
Acquaintance
age.
neighbor.
It's a couple who's
Nice.
in our age group. They've lived
That's
here
awesome.
just a little bit less than the amount of time that we have. But for the majority of the time we've been here, we mostly communicate about like neighbor stuff. Like, oh,
That's good. That's
my parents
juicy.
are going to be here this weekend and I'm going to need the like space in the garage for their car or like I don't know, random shit. Or like there was a leak one time and we had to
Mm-hmm.
navigate like helping out with the leak and
I
whatever.
remember your leak. I remember when you were having
Remember
that
my
leak.
leak? It
I
was
actually
stressful.
remember that. I remember that. It was a big deal.
Well, there's been two leaks, which sucks. And the
Oh
first
my
neighbor
God.
who was there before these people was an asshole about the leak. These people were really nice and
Mm,
understanding, and we like worked together and we actually figured out what the root cause was of why there kept being leaks. And now
okay.
it's like not going to happen anymore. So, anyway, they've been good neighbors. We've been good neighbors, whatever. But we aren't friends. But I've kind
Whatever.
of clocked the girl as like, I think we would be friends. Like there's just her energy. I like looked her up and I was like I looked her up on LinkedIn. I think I was like we kind of work in a similar industry, whatever. I just clocked it. But I wasn't really going to do anything about it. I'm not like actively in the market for new friends. It was just in the back of my mind like she seems cool. And so we ended up going down there for trick or treating, like just a little quick visit. And because they had set up a cute candy setup for the kids in our neighborhood. And she and I were talking like a mile a minute. We had so many things immediately that we were relating on, and it was like bizarre how many topics we covered in such a short amount of time. And we were both like,
Oh,
yes, yes, yes. And it was
yes.
really fun. And one of the things we were talking about was the dynamic with our partners in the house, where like she and I think you're this way too. We described
Mm,
it as like when I'm sitting on the couch at the end of the day and Ryan and I are just watching TV unwinding. Yes, I'm watching TV unwinding with my boyfriend, but I'm also like looking around the room and looking for projects. Like I'm looking for what is bothering me or what's not quite working or what's a space on the wall that feels empty or feels wrong and like how can I address it? And I'm just
yeah.
like constantly tinkering in my mind on like how could the space be better and more functional? And then I'll get some grand idea to do this like, oh, if we move this over here and then we get something for over there and then we can store all this stuff over there instead because that's really where we use it and like it'll just look better and all this stuff and I'll order the things and I'll set it up that way and it's like the most gratifying feeling in the world when something like that comes to fruition. And then I go to the other room and I get Ryan and I'm like, look at it. Like, tell me I'm good. Like, tell me how smart I am. And my neighbor was, like, I actually didn't say any of this. She was describing how she does this with her partner. And I was like, wow, I feel so seen. Me too. Exactly. And then I came upstairs and I watched your most recent video, and literally like a section, like you can do the chapters on YouTube. And one of your chapters on YouTube was like making Justin compliment what I did in the house
Totally.
or whatever. And I was like, this
Totally.
is a type of woman. And I am so pleased to be surrounded by them because it is me.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to make them look at it to be like, see what I did, see what I
Hmm.
made for us. Because I think if you're like design blind, like you don't have this illness, then you might not notice it. But also, like, a lot of design is not to be noticed. A lot of like functionality and storage and like whatever. Also, like, it's just fun. It's
It's
the same
fun.
as me like fucking sitting down eating a bunch of Play-Doh and making Play-Doh spaghetti and then being like, look what I made. It's like
It's
it's like, look
true.
what I did. Yeah, yeah.
It feels so good. There's something about fall and winter, I guess maybe just spending more time at home and like the
Mm.
nesting feeling that comes over you that makes me more prone to those types of projects and like more eager. I feel like if I were to break out my spending and like my monthly budget and how I spend, come October through like February,
That's
a
funny.
lot of the spend that would usually go to like
Yeah.
going out and like bars and dining pivots to like home improvement and
Home
these
stuff.
strange projects that I come up with, um,
Yeah.
which is fun. I'm loving it. It's making me feel like a productive lady. And it's like, then you get to live in it. Ugh, I just love being home. I just love being in my pajamas at home.
I love being home, but I'm not experiencing the same level of joy.
I
It's
know
just
you're dealing
stressful.
with Kooks. We all know that I've been on this quest for the last year or so to find hobbies that I don't feel pressure to get good at. I don't feel like I can monetize. Just some good old fashioned hands on fun that I never have to think about again. Why is it so hard to find? Until one day I was doing my favorite hobby, which is scrolling on my phone, and I came across a business called This Month's Craft. They've saved my life. They've figured out this hobby problem for me. They basically send you a monthly subscription box with a different craft in it every single time. It's super easy. You don't even have to think about what craft you're going to do. There's no premeditating. There's no going to Michael's in a panic. They send you everything you need to complete a craft project. The variety is endless. They have things like pottery, embroidery, paint by numbers, jewelry making, woodworking. I just did kintsugi, which is the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery by mending the cracks with this like golden lacquer. It looks so pretty. It's like this bowl that has been pieced together from broken pieces, which you know I'm somebody that knocks stuff over all the time. So that speaks to my soul. So with that, I'm going to put the link to this month's craft in the description, and our listeners get a 20% off discount code for their first box. Go check it out at thismonthscraft.com. Not for everyone 20 is the discount code. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Girl, it's dark outside. We just came off of Daylight Saving Sunday, and it is now officially dark from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. And we're all feeling that resurgence of our seasonal affective disorder. First thing I want you to do about that, I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm feeling it too. Second thing I want you to do, I want you to reach out to a friend, check on them. We're all experiencing the same dark. And three, maybe most importantly, I want you to get help if you need it. I booked a therapy appointment for the first time in months. I'm lucky to have a therapist that I can go to on and off whenever I need her. If you don't have that person yet, I would definitely give BetterHelp a try. They have over 30,000 licensed therapists, and they're one of the largest online therapy platforms in the world. So there's someone there for you. Just go look. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/not-for-everyone. That's betterhelp.com/not-for-everyone.
Yeah, I
Just
think I
like,
talked about it in that video too. It's just like I'm finding myself kind of surprisingly overwhelmed. I think just because it's a bigger place, so
mm,
it's taking longer to decorate. And I said in that video even like I'm like struggling with like the pace at which I can reasonably decorate things here and film it and edit them and turn them into videos and pull a narrative out and do all these things while also like then a bunch because we have to pace it out that way and it takes like 2 weeks to create 2 or more weeks to create a single video. Um, then like it's actually slowing everything down and I'm decorating the house slower and there's not a single room in here that is like remotely near finished.
yeah.
Remotely. And in the video I was like, if I was not doing this and filming it, if I was just decorating at my own pace, I would have decorated a lot more would be done, which
Hmm.
is fine. Like it's
I
just
see what you mean.
annoying. It's annoying to me on a personal level. And somebody commented and they were like, "No, because I think you're thinking about it the wrong way. Like you'd probably just have the same amount done." No, you have no idea how it long because the
Yeah.
filming and the production of it takes triple the time
Yeah.
of doing the project.
You don't only do the
And
project, you have to talk about it. You have to set up the camera angles that you want. You have to like pause in the middle of it and be like,
you have
this
to
is
add
going well. This
yeah,
is really hard, whatever.
and then 30 to
Yeah.
40 hours of post production and editing.
Yeah.
So like yeah. And so it's like so annoying to me on a personal level because yes, I'm like you, I'm obsessed with home decor. I'm obsessed with creating an environment that makes me feel good and relaxed and la la la. But in order to get to the relaxed thing, I have to be manic for like a really long
Mm-hmm.
time and make a fucking mess and have all these boxes. And I don't like that either. And then in addition, the why so that feeling of like sitting on your couch and like sort of watching a movie, but also looking around and like being like, how can we fix this thing? Like that organizational thing, la la la. I feel that all the time. But it's also like I'm trying to it's also like I'm trying to watch a movie in my corporate office at work. And I'm
Yeah.
staring at my monitor and I'm staring at my to-do list and I'm
That's
staring
hard.
at my like progress
The
report and my
PowerPoint.
quarterly feedback. It's like fuck, I'm just trying to watch this fucking movie. And all I can think about is A, how this place is a mess, and that's annoying. And B, all the work I have to do. Maybe I should be doing it right now. It's the weekend, but like, I'm sitting here, I'm here. Should I just keep working?
Yeah.
Like, I'm so behind. This will never get done. And I'm annoyed.
Ugh. I get it. I really get it. I mean, as much as I can get it, because
Annoyed.
I obviously haven't been
Totally.
in that situation, but like,
Mm.
even just working from home, I'm in the space all the time that I work from. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's really hard to separate at the end of the day or on the weekend and to unplug from it because it's just over there in the other room. Like, usually I record the podcast at my desk where I also work. But since we're recording on the weekend, I was like, I'm doing it in bed because I want to just relax and have a fun chat. And I don't want to feel like I'm at work and go sit at my desk
Mm-hmm.
in that room that this week
Mm-hmm.
in particular, I worked a lot of long days and I was just like in there too much. And it drives you crazy. And then, yeah, especially imagining that feeling applied on top of my like neuroses about how we decorate and store things in our home. Like
Yeah,
I
you're
I
already thinking about it all the
totally
time.
yeah, I totally get it. And when we first moved
Ugh.
in too, it was like the first few months were overwhelming in terms of sorting through Ryan's stuff, sorting through my stuff, selling what we don't
Yeah.
want anymore, buying new things, making sure we agreed on those things, or determining like, are you cool with me just making some of these decisions? Which decisions do I need to check with you with? Like figuring out what both of our design styles are. It turns
Just so we
out
can
we
make it
actually
minimally livable.
totally
Yeah.
like, and it turned out we actually had a lot of similar opinions and like tastes and things like that, but we didn't know
Yeah.
that going into it. So we had to figure
Hmm.
all of that out as we went. And we want It's like you just want to feel comfortable in your home. You want to get to that
Just to
comfort
get
as
to like
soon as
zero.
possible.
Just to get
Yeah.
like to basic level. This isn't to like go on an extravagant adventure. It's just like that is the thing. And it annoys me. I'm dissatisfied. I'm disappointed with myself
Mm,
when I notice this feeling going on long term of being like, I can't enjoy this place until it's perfect, until it's
yeah.
finished. It's like that's not a way to live. Literally, I'm probably going to move out of here like as soon as it's done. Like I don't even know if I'm going to have
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're going to be here long enough for me to finish the home. So,
You have to start enjoying it
I have to
sooner.
start like enjoying the house, and I actually have like gone in and out of periods where I just like put myself on a timeout of decorating. Like you're not allowed to decorate anymore. Just be in your house. Just fucking
Yeah.
enjoy the house because I don't know. I don't like that. I'll enjoy it when. I'll be present when.
Yep.
No, it's
Yep.
stupid.
I hear you. I will say now that we've been here for a year, it's been fun a year later to
Yeah.
make certain upgrades, like having noticed how we live and what we do in which places and what things work and don't work and
Like
like
what? Tell me. I want to
what things
know.
have been bugging me. There was an area downstairs where it's like kind of like this really long wall and it was hard to figure out what to do with it. And I ended up putting some floating shelves in a section of it. And that was one of my first projects and it looks really good, but it still only takes up like a certain section of the wall. It frames where the couch is, it makes sense, but there's like a lot of blank space next to it. And what we had done was just we got a bench and we put a bench and like some artwork around it and a lamp and like it looked fine enough. But it
Mm.
always kind of bothered me. Something about the proportions of the lamp of the bench did not quite take up enough space against this wall, and it just felt like an afterthought. It didn't feel like, I don't know, like bold enough or big, like the right sizing or something. And I was sitting on the
Yeah.
couch looking around and analyzing all these decisions I've made about designing our home and whatever. And I realized, what if we moved that bench to our kitchen table, which had four chairs at it? But what we could do is make one side the bench, the other side two chairs, and then a chair on each end and make it a six-person table. And there was
Cute.
this shelf by the table that just had some extra storage of like some pictures and some vases and some like placemats and like things that are extra kitchen things. But it kind of made it look cluttered in that corner. And I was like, what if we move that shelf over to where the bench has been? I could buy a second one of that shelf so that it's side by side, it takes up more space and it just like all came together in my head and I did it and it looks so fucking good. Like
Yeah,
the kitchen
girl.
table area looks way more intentional. It feels fuller. There's six chairs. I got a lamp over it. It's like a dedicated space for when we eat dinner or when we have people over or whatever. And
That's
then the
nice.
other area that's that big wall just has more on it that makes more sense and
Doesn't
it
feel
is more
like an
proportionate.
afterthought. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like so pleased with myself that that happened. And it took a year. Like that stuff has been bothering me for a year.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
it
you just
didn't
gotta
occur to
sit
me. Yeah.
and like look at it for a while or like stop trying. I do think a lot sometimes when I'm like really stumped and that thing is so annoying, or like I've been working on something in a room forever and I'm like, maybe it needs to be this, maybe it needs to be that. The best thing you do is like walk away and then come back with fresh eyes and kind of see it and be like, whoa, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen for this reason, obviously. But you have
Yeah.
to like be able to step away from it.
Yeah. I think
Nice.
that's what it was. Like I just kind of stopped trying. And I think
Yeah.
another thing that influenced my realization was that I noticed that we have a lot of open storage, like shelves that are open that you can see all your stuff on, which in
Very
general we
stressful. Very
like, but like
stressful.
there's a point where it's too much.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, that realization then tipped me off to like, okay, I'm gonna get a closed cabinet for this to put against here. And it's we're gonna have a little more of these like extra kitchen things away. And it just makes more sense. It's like I can breathe now. I look at it and I can breathe.
Yeah, good.
So that's been what I do. I just sit and look and think and scroll on my phone to find the goods that I need.
I
But
know.
you know,
What
speaking
other?
of phones,
Oh, okay.
I deleted my Instagram app from my phone
Nice.
like 4 days ago.
Nice.
I feel like I don't need it. I don't
Mm-mm.
miss it. There's not,
No shit. Yeah.
there's like literally the only thing I've wanted it for
Mm-mm.
is like to stalk a person once, like a person that I met.
Desktop. Desktop app.
True, true. And that's what I did. And then I
The
logged in and
desktop
I
Instagram app is
took a
just for
peek.
stalking. There's no
Yeah.
scroll news feed. You can't post a photo. It's just to gawk at
Yeah, you can't.
people.
I don't even think you can use messages or it's like doesn't work very well.
You can.
Okay, fair. Well,
But
whatever. It's going great.
whatever. Okay, great.
Yeah. What were you
Don't
gonna say?
re-download it. Dude,
I'm
I
gonna
hate
try
it.
not to.
Dude, literally my YouTube manager contacted me and there was some brand that like sells phone cases or something. And she was like, "Let me know what phone, what iPhone you have and
Mm.
what your carrier is or something." And I was like, I looked at the thing and I was like, I don't I
Have
they don't
that.
have any kind of thing that would work for my phone. I was like, I have a dumb phone now. And she was just like, "Oh, is that why our texts are green?" And I could see her just being like, "This is the same person who, like, I love her. She's a great manager. But this is the same person who's been like, you need to be posting on Instagram more." And then I was
Mm.
like, maybe. And then I
Sorry
was
to
like,
break it to
I,
you.
I heard your feedback, but instead I now have a rock for a phone. It's great. It's
Still
so
going
good.
good.
It's going so good. And the thing is, I do not feel disconnected because, first of all, I still have a computer job all day.
Yeah.
Like, all day, I'm at my computer. I really think that anyone who has a computer centric job can get a dumb phone and you will not feel disconnected. It's like I have email, I still can text. Um, that's pretty much all I'm going on. It's like I have email. I can whatever the fuck else you need to do. You can read the news. I won't. But I don't feel disconnected. It's the same. It's like, yeah, what you were saying with like, I don't know. Do you feel disconnected from Snapchat since you're not on that? You're not thinking about it. I don't spend
Right.
any time thinking about Snapchat. Like, it only feels like there's a lot that's happening in the world via Instagram while you're on Instagram
Hmm.
or while you're in a period of your life that you don't have to be physically on the app, but like when it's actively in your life,
Oh yeah. Well,
I
it
don't
was
think about it at
funny.
all. And it's affected me in no way except that I'm like, just like, oh, my attention span is better.
Yeah. Only the good
I,
ways.
yeah, just great ways. And it took like maybe 2 or 3 weeks for me to stop reflexively reaching for my dumb phone. Even in a moment of boredom, I would reach for my dumb phone, or like I'm in a conversation. Oh, what's that actor's name? Reach for my dumb phone.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't look him up on there. That doesn't happen anymore. It's completely
Hmm.
gone. I can just listen to conversations now.
That's cool. What's that like?
It's
No, I feel
completely
you.
different. It's
I
completely
feel you.
different.
I think with Instagram, it was pretty quick. I was going to where the app used to be on my home screen on my phone reflexively for the first like 24 to 48 hours. I was like, my thumb would just go there and I'd be like, oh, there's nothing
You're
here.
not even like conscious. Yeah.
Right. Which was
Yeah.
wild to notice. But I had such a productive week. I did so many things at work that I've been
Yes.
putting off. And I was
Yes.
like, holy
Yes.
shit, I'm so much smarter. I'm so much more focused. Like,
Yes.
I'm like, and then that makes me have a sense of like pride and accomplishment. I feel good. And then in the evenings, it's like, okay, I'm just doing the same thing I usually do, sitting on the couch with Ryan watching a show that we like. But this time, I'm actually paying attention to the show instead of
Mm-hmm.
scrolling on my phone while
Insane.
scrolling on the little screen while the big screen is on. Like, I just,
It's crazy.
it's
It's
better.
crazy. It's
It's just better.
craziness. Jessica, let's do an exercise. How
Okay.
much do you think the average person, like average one of us, one of our friends, blah, 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 like how much like medium, or we can even round down. How many times do you think they pick up their phone, get on Instagram, and how much time do you spend there? I'm not saying
Oh,
like the little like 100 pickups, but it's like
oh my
probably
gosh. 60
probably
pickups?
60 pickups, but like to do an actual like, you get sucked in for like 15 minutes or something.
Oh, how many times a day do we
Yeah,
typically get sucked in?
what's like a reasonable average? We can even round down, give the benefit of the doubt.
25 to 30.
25 times a day.
Yeah, 20, like somewhere in there. I
Wow,
feel
that's
like it's
crazy.
more than 20.
Yeah, okay. Let's say it's four.
Okay, fine.
Let's say it's even like you're really on like the benign low end where you can pick up
Okay.
Instagram, scroll for a bit, and then it's that thing where it's like boom, 15 fucking minutes later.
Yeah,
That's not a lot of people. For a lot of people,
that's
it's
still
45
an
minutes
hour.
or an hour.
Yeah.
You do that four times a day, that means you're finishing, and you do that through your workday, you're getting off of work an hour later.
Yeah.
And that's if you are a very benign Instagram user. Like that is an hour that like if I do that, because I would do that in between work breaks as like I get a treat now. I get to do
Hmm.
this now. And the dopamine is so fucking good and it's so engaging and it can zone me out. Boom, 15 minutes. Two more times, three more times, four more times. Now I'm finishing a work an hour later. Like I'm so much more. That's the other thing is like it's just made me way more I feel like it's compartmentalized work time
Yeah.
because I can't quickly check an email on the side of the road. I can't quickly
Mm,
check an email when I'm out to dinner. So like when I get home, it's work time, it's computer time, and then there's no interruptions, so it's more condensed. It ends quicker. There's less anxiety because I'm not getting behind, because I'm not scrolling at Instagram. Like
yeah. Yeah.
even just that, it's crazy.
You know what was something that I noticed was the only other time it was difficult. Well, it wasn't really difficult.
Hmm.
My thumb was going to it, but that wasn't difficult. That was like, oh, whoa, I reflexively navigate to this. That's weird. And it went
Yeah, yeah,
away after
yeah.
a couple days. But the one other
Relatable.
thing that happened was while Ryan and I were on the couch together watching our show, he still has Instagram and he opened his phone and opened Instagram. And
You
I
see
got a
everyone else doing it.
peek of it out of the corner of my eye. And I was kind of like, that looks fun. Like the pink and orange color that they put around people's faces when they post a story. I was like, I want to click that. Like it made me want to click that. And then I noticed that he had posted a story and I was like, what's your story? I want to know what your story is. You posted a story.
Look at
I'm not on Instagram. How did you post a story if I'm
In the
not there
meantime, you were there in the live moment with him
with him?
living. And you're like, but what were you thinking about an hour ago? What were you
Exactly.
doing 3 hours ago?
And he was like, you can watch it. And I watched it. It was like some stupid fucking cartoon thing. He posts like these weird stories that don't even make sense to me. It's like his very specific
I'm
guy
going to say
humor.
this. I don't understand most of Ryan's stories.
They're very niche. They're very niche. They're for
Yeah,
him
but
and
they're
his
presented in
beer
a
guys,
way. Maybe I'm just like such an outlier in his audience, but I
probably.
feel like they're very niche, but presented in a way like obviously everyone knows this. Like
Oh
that seems
yeah,
like the tone. It's
they
never
are.
like a if there's never a caption that's like if you know you know or like throwback to when this happened. It's like obviously everybody knows what this means, and I'm
No,
like I
it's
really
just
don't.
it's just we always joke because he's a quieter guy that he has a rich internal world. Like anytime that
On
I'm like,
Instagram, he's a
what are
rich
you thinking
story
about? And
world.
he's like, I have a rich internal world. And so I feel like his Instagram story when he does post something is
Is
literally just
rich.
his internal world that he's not explained. He doesn't care
Does
about
anyone else get
explaining
it?
it to anyone.
Does so it's not for anybody.
I don't think it's for anybody.
It doesn't
His
make
brother
any sense
probably
to
gets
me.
it. A couple of his friends,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure,
could
get
see
it.
that.
And then I have one of my best friends, Mary, is obsessed with Ryan's stories. Like she doesn't understand a lot of them the same way you and I
I
feel,
don't think there's
but
any way one could.
she loves it. Like she takes screenshots and sends it to me and is like, "Wow, what's going
What?
on in that guy's
What's
head?"
going on? Literally, I don't even
He's
usually.
so
I
funny.
think I've learned to not even try and read them all because I like don't even know what to
No.
do
But then
with them.
occasionally
I
I
just skip
do
and
get
I heart
it.
it. I heart it.
Oh, I love that. So occasionally I do get it, and then I feel very like, oh wow, we're really connected because I get this one or something. But yeah, so that's why that was my
But on the
moment of
other
just
days,
being
he's
like,
only connected to his
Instagram.
brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just his brother really gets him, and his brother really gets me. Honestly, we have a great friendship, so
yeah. Okay.
that's he can explain it maybe one time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just keep
I
hearting
don't
them.
I don't
Support the
ever want
guy's
to
inner
know.
world.
Yeah, I just heart them. The less I understand it, the more likely I am to heart it. And then
Yeah,
the ones I do understand is sometimes he'll post a picture of food he cooked, and that I
yeah,
understand.
absolutely.
That one's usually more clear cut.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm like, food,
Got it. Meat,
food. I've heard
smoked.
of that. Meat,
It's
smoke.
probably making their place smell really smoky for the next week. I should probably check on Jess and see if that's okay with her. That's one thing that
Does it
that's
bother
one thing
you?
that really gets me. He loves
But
to smoke
smoke
meat.
and it's does that smell bad?
It's not bad, but it's like a pervasive smell. Like it's hard to
Yeah.
get rid of.
Yeah.
Obviously it's happening outside on our deck, but like he's coming in and out, like it kind of
Yeah.
gets in, it's on his clothes. Obviously he showers, but it's still like it's just once it's in your nose and like
It's there.
catches one of your nose hairs, it's there for like 5 days. That's how I feel. I have a really sensitive sense of smell. I'm
You keep
very
bragging about that. Oh,
Do
a sense
I?
of smell. No, no.
Is this not the
I
first
thought
time I
you were
said
going to
that?
talk about your sensitivity or like to dust or to allergies.
Oh, well, maybe
I
that
was
has to do with it.
teasing.
I don't
I was
know.
teasing that you were bragging about your allergies, but you're not bragging about
No,
them.
this is like you would think that somebody with allergies and like sinus
Wouldn't be
issues
able
and
to
stuff
smell.
would not be able to smell, but I can
She's
smell every
smelling.
little thing.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I can't smell shit.
I wish. That sounds freeing. I'm surrounded and I live with a chef. I'm
Yeah.
surrounded by smells. It's like quite a
You're
challenge.
overstimulated. You've
I'm
got nasal
overstimulated.
overstimulation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
that's one
can't
of the
smell
household
anything.
tasks I do is light
Smell.
candles and incense and
Oh, you meant just sniffing around.
make and
I'm
like spray
sniffing up all this
Febreze.
smoke. I'm sniffing smoke for a household of two now.
Yeah, I I'm doing it for two.
I'm doing it for two.
Exactly.
I'm sniffing for two.
What else? Let me see if I
Um,
had anything cool to say.
okay.
Mm,
Hmm.
can we do a check-in on something actually?
Yes, let's take a temperature.
Okay. Probably years ago at this
Oh,
point.
what? Am I in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble.
Okay.
Probably years ago,
Check in.
we had a conversation on the podcast where we talked about how many nights a week we do social things
Oh,
versus stuff with our partner versus like
yeah.
alone nights. And I was shocked by the frequency of your social plans at that time. I was like,
Yeah, it
really?
was bad. It was
My
bad.
girl who does not like to be social that much is doing this like 4 or 5 nights a week. Like it
That's why
was
I was
wild to me.
annoyed. That's why I was
Yeah.
annoyed. Yeah.
So I do want to know now. It's been, I don't
Mm.
know how long, probably a year and a half since that conversation, what your mix looks like. Because I just want to, first of all, check in on you. Second of all, find out if I'm normal. Like, because I feel like I'm just,
Mm.
as I've set the scene for this whole episode, I am in my home staring at walls in my pajamas a lot
That's
of the
funny because
time.
I think of you as the hypersocial person.
I know, but it's really slowed
Yeah.
down. It's really slowed down.
Mm, I don't know. I still kind of feel like it's like sort of a lot. I don't know. Maybe this week there are a total of one, two, three, yeah, four scheduled evenings with
They're
other
all
people that are not
evenings.
Justin. Yeah, four.
Okay. That's still up there. That still surprises me.
Yeah, yeah, it's just,
You got to fit in the people.
I don't I don't want
You
I
don't
don't
have to do that.
want. But like my other complaint, whatever. My complaints are horrible and I don't deserve to even have them. And
Okay. This is
okay,
taking a
I just
turn.
like I mean, my complaint often is like we're overbooked, it's too much stuff, I don't have alone time. And then that was more my complaint like a year ago, and now my complaint is like there's not enough community and no one puts in the time. And so I'm like, pick a lane. And so I just have a hard time saying no to like I will almost never cancel on plans. I will almost never back out.
Yeah.
maybe I should more, but I just feel like if I want this community thing, you got to put in the time. Not that it's getting me too far, but I
Hmm.
just I'm like, how can I complain about that if I don't show up to things? So I just show up a lot. And there is something about the way my social world is structured here that can be very splintered because
Mm.
um I actually do think it's because of YouTube, because YouTube has connected me with so many different random people on
Hmm.
one-offs, and I've some of them know each other, but there are still a lot of just like random connections, which is maybe a little unusual.
Hmm.
And my whole family's here, so that's like
True.
at least, or three of them are in town, so that's immediately like three different relationships that,
That's true. That
and
actually
there's random
adds a
shit. I
big,
grew up here, so um
there's people.
my 80-year-old violin teacher is in a nursing home and I need to visit her, and there's just like a lot of there's like childhood here, there's family here, there's friends, there's YouTube, there's work, there's boyfriend, there's
Yeah.
yeah, it's very splintered.
Okay. That makes sense. That actually makes it make sense. I mean, I think this week I had
It's not just like me and my
three,
college friends 4 nights a week or something.
right. And that
Hmm.
I think I had three social events this week, two of which were at my house, and that's like something I'm trying to do a little more maybe is just like let's all hang out on my couch. Like why does it have to
That's
be a whole
nice.
to do every time?
I don't want to go
Because
anywhere.
I don't want to go anywhere. I don't think anyone else does either. I feel
Yeah.
like when we
You
go
were
out,
complaining, just tell them the complaint you told me about going out dancing.
I know I'm
It was
scared
so
too because
good.
my friends are gonna
What?
hate me, but I'm gonna say it.
My friends hate me for everything I say on here, but it's not ever really about a friend. It's just
It's not
about
about a friend.
life.
And I don't think they should be surprised if you've ever observed me in this environment, you can tell I'm not enjoying it.
Also, like, it's
I
okay
will
to not
say
like
it
an environment without it being a hate on your friends. Like, what? We're
totally.
just talking.
I hate going out dancing. I
Tell them
think it
why,
is the
Jess.
most overrated thing you could do. And I
Mm-hmm.
think a big part of the reason for that is that the whole night is spent seeking. You go somewhere, you're like, we're having a girls' night tonight and we're going to go dance. You go somewhere where you think the dancing's going to be A, happening, B, good. C, like the music's on point, the DJ's good, whatever. You have an expectation. You go and it's not good.
Get
Maybe
them,
it's
Jess.
empty.
Tell them
Maybe the
how it
DJ
is.
sucks. Thank you.
Amen.
Maybe your
Yes.
feet hurt.
Yes.
There's a bunch of factors. Maybe the drinks are too expensive or whatever. Maybe
You
it's
spend
too
most of the night
crowded.
just looking for a place to go dancing. That's what a night
Exactly.
dancing
So then
is.
you're like dancing
Yes.
there a little while and you're all looking at each other trying to be like, are we
What do we
having
do
fun?
now?
Are
What do
people
we
having
do
fun?
now? Yeah,
And
no
then
one
when you
wants to be the one to
finally
say it's
feel
not
like,
fun.
yeah, when you finally feel like you've been there for long enough to suggest going somewhere else, you do. And the suggestion is like somewhere else where the dancing will be better. And then you go
Mm-hmm.
there and then it's not. And then you
Mm-mm.
look around and you're like, okay, how long do I have to stay here before suggesting either A, that we just get an Uber and go home, B, that we go to a bar where we can sit and talk to each other. Like maybe we just give up on the dancing. But everybody
Yeah.
feels like we have to try and you just
There's
keep
some kind of
trying.
vision for the evening that this could be if only everything about it were different and we were different people
Yeah.
and all the people were here were different dancers.
It's like we're chasing the frat parties that we went to when we were 19 and the dancing that would
Mm-hmm.
happen there. But first of all, I never want that ever again. I was 19, so it was
Yeah.
different and good then. And B, like, I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. I've tried so many times. I have a lot of friends who love to go out dancing or they claim to. I kind of don't believe
How
them.
drunk are they? Because I think going out
Such a
dancing is
important.
really fun. It's really fun as long as you're fucking hammered. And guess what
Yes.
getting hammered is a great fix for? Boring shit. It's a great fix and then a great addition to shit that's otherwise boring.
Yeah.
And I've had a great time dancing in recent years when I'm about to black out. And I've had a
Yes.
great, it's not always just like frat dance chasing, sometimes like salsa dancing or this club or that club or
Sure.
whatever. I've been thrown out of clubs for climbing men on the dance floor. Not
Hell
sexually,
yeah.
just the way I dance involves a lot of mounting and
It's
not
kind of a
making out.
climb.
It's kind of a climb. It's kind of a climb. Making a real scene. I'll make a real scene. I don't remember those nights. People tell me about them, and those are fun
Right.
if you could remember them. But if to just go, it's like unless you get over that specific like hump of drunkenness, if you don't get there,
Yes.
you just have to stand around and be like,
That's exactly it.
mm,
That's exactly it. And I think if I'm ever there, I actually love, I don't do it often anymore because I'm so afraid of a hangover. But I do enjoy from time to time a night of like just going to a bar, shit talking with my friends, ordering more drinks than I expected to, getting drunk, like we had a great time. We're laughing, we're joking around, and then we go home. That's the environment in which I like to like drink a little extra is like
mm-hmm.
conversation, joking, being stupid. That's where I thrive. I don't really like getting drunk for the purpose of dancing at this like maybe I think I did at some point, but I don't really anymore. And I do think it's required to enjoy the dancing.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I think if I'm there, if like a group of my friends want to go out dancing and I'm there, I'm not willing to kind of waste a hangover for just
Yeah.
a dance night. So then I don't really drink very much. And then that perpetuates into like, now we're never going to have the night that was envisioned by some of us because the vibe is like, I don't know. It also perpetuates if Jess isn't drinking very much, then so and so might not drink that much because, we're not all going to the bar together to get the next round. Like, you're kind of, it sets the vibe of like, oh, I guess we're
Yeah.
not drinking that much tonight. And then a good dance night can't really be had. And so I don't know. I think next time somebody suggests that that's what they want to do, I'm going to say, please go have fun without me. Because I think I possibly put a damper on it as somebody that like doesn't care to dance that much and doesn't care to get drunk for dancing purposes. And if that's something that they want and like, then they should go do that. But I don't think I should be there. I think I'm ruining it for them. And people should
Yeah.
call me if they want to sit around in a circle and be really fucking dumb with their jokes and have a bunch of margaritas at a table where I won't spill it. There's just so many. It's not for me. I don't like it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, agree, cosign. Here's something interesting.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I am going to a party at someone's private home that's going to be a dance party. And that's like the whole
Oh,
premise of it. So I think that's a fun idea. It's like backyard. We're gonna have lights. We're gonna have decor. We're gonna have music, I assume. And they have just requested a dance party. And
that's kind
I
of
think it's a
fun.
really fun idea. I think it's very fun. I think the challenge is going to be ensuring that we actually make people dance. I
Yes.
think if we can get a critical mass, this could be a really successful thing. But I think there's a very available possibility that without the encouragement of the environment, like a club or a
Mm-hmm.
wedding or whatever, some people, because it's kind of hard to make people dance even at like a wedding sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're just going to really have to like, I will take it upon myself. I will lead the grinding and
Lead the grinding.
it was the host's request that it's a dance party and that everybody dance. So I think that's good when you like make your wishes known.
True.
So I'm
Agree.
interested. I think we're gonna have to push it and be like, we're dancing. But I think that's a fun idea because then you're not out searching for a place.
Yes, I think there's a few things that work better about that. I agree. It's still a risk that people just
Still a
won't
risk.
dance because it's at somebody's house
Yeah, because they're
and
like we can just sit and
we
talk.
can just hang out. But that being said, one, you have control of the music or the host has control of the music and other people can go play songs or whatever. That
Yeah,
helps a little.
that is a big some of these places some of these dance clubs that you go to, and I'm like, literally a Spotify playlist would have been better than
They
this.
just play TikTok sounds. They just play whatever song is
That's
trending on
horrible.
TikTok. I'm
That's
like,
horrible.
I
And
can't
that song is
do
only ever good for
this.
like 15 seconds, the 15 seconds that were
Correct.
popular on
And then you're
TikTok.
like, oh, I didn't realize there was more to this song. This is a
This
3 minute
is-
song.
I
I
didn't know this
hate
was a song.
what's happening. So having
Yeah.
control of the music is huge.
Oh
Also, if
no.
it's a party, like if it's a party at your
That's
house
so
or if it's your
wrong.
wedding, it's all your friends. You've invited people who, first of all, they want the host or the bride and groom or whoever to have a great night. Second of all,
Sometimes
they
not
know
enough
each
people want
other.
that. Sometimes not enough people fucking want that. And they're like, but I feel
That's
like
true.
sitting. I'm going to yell at people if they don't dance for them.
No, I agree. I think like that's when at least you would hope that people have a little bit more of like, okay, we got to try for them.
They
But
don't. No one
also,
does that. I feel like nobody does that. Everyone's just like,
well, I
well,
don't want to.
what about I
And
want?
I'm probably guilty of that, to be honest. But I think when I take a step back and think about it, I'm like, we should try for people in those
We
situations.
should.
I also think though, especially if the guests know each other or enough of the guests know each other, that helps because you're not in a club where like I don't know, like straight unless you're drunk, being around that many strangers can be jarring for me anyway. When I'm
Yeah.
drunk, I don't care. If I've only had a drink or two and we are like walking into this crowd of strangers, it's very overstimulating for me with loud TikTok music playing. It's like I hate
Fucking
it here.
TikTok music.
So that helps when it comes to like a party that people are throwing in their own space.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
there could be potential there because they can really curate it to music
I'm
that
interested.
that
I'm
age
interested.
group, millennial music, like
Yeah.
play some Jay Sean, play some Jason
Play some
Derulo,
play some Jaquan. Any
play
J.
some Jay Quan, play the Jays. Jay Sean, Jason
Jason
Derulo,
Derulo.
and
Jason
Jaquan.
Derulo.
Jason and
Jaquan.
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 Yes.
I think I've said this before, but I think one of the most effective tactics that I've witnessed for the dance floor at a wedding was my friend Molly's wedding. Like before, it was at some point at like the seated dinner part. Molly and her husband, the bride and the groom, got up and like took the mic just for a moment, just to be like, "Thank you guys so much for being here. We're so, honored everybody's at our wedding, blah, blah, blah." And her husband was like, and Molly's only wish for the evening is that everybody dance
Yeah.
for the whole night.
Okay.
And, there were some breaks. There were some breaks, but it was just like, this is if you want to be here and give and don't go up and congratulate the bride and put her in a corner for 20 minutes. If you
Yep.
want to celebrate her, go dance. That's her request. And I felt like it was very effective. And I will totally do the same thing at my wedding. But I feel like
Yeah.
whether it's a wedding or not, just being like, hey, remember how I organized a party for you guys and invited you guys to this? My one request, remember how I didn't charge you a fee at the door? My only request is that you dance.
Totally. Yeah. I love dancing at a wedding. It's
Mm-hmm.
easier if I know enough people who are at the wedding, like to be there with my
Yeah.
best friends and have a little group dancing together. I will last a lot longer on a dance floor if that's the
Oh yeah,
situation,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. If
But
it's
I
just
like
you
it.
and Ryan, you're just kind of like, we can do this for a
Yeah, we're like,
second, but
let's
meh.
just go like cuddle. Yeah. Um, I do think the main problem that does not exist in these environments that we've been talking about is the seeking problem. It's going out to a bar and it's
Yeah,
never going to be quite what you want it to be. And then you're going to spend the night seeking, you're going to spend the
yeah.
night waiting. How long do I have to stay before I can suggest we go somewhere else or I can go home? And like, I think sometimes you can stumble upon a bar that has
Yeah,
a
that's
great
fun.
vibe going on and the
But you
music
can't
is
force that.
perfect and just randomly on that night you happen to go in there and it happened to be great vibes for dancing. Like that happens and I do enjoy it when that happens. But
Yeah.
setting the intent is very difficult, unfortunately, because I understand where people are coming from if that's their thing and they want to go do it, but it just doesn't pan out the way
You
they
know what
want.
I think also happens though, which is the most hilarious to me, is that like sometimes you do find the right environment and the music is good and it's a good spot and we're all there. And then you get dancing and then after a minute or two you're like,
What now?
are we doing it? Like, is
Yeah.
it happening now? And it's like, maybe it's just like the internal state of everyone
Yeah,
isn't
true.
quite there. And there's this idea that, like, we will become these people, like in that rom-com montage scene where they're just like
Yeah.
dancing like nobody cares. But in reality, one person's texting their boyfriend, the other person's upset about their work day, and somebody's tired and they
A
have to get up
hundred
early.
percent.
and like one person is a little drunk, but the other people don't want to drink at all, which is totally fine and reflects on the activity itself. If you have to be drunk to enjoy it, la la la, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, sometimes you
You're
get there,
right.
you find the place, and you're still just like, now what? We're
Yeah.
still the same people. We're
It's
still the same
so
people.
true. It's so true. And that's why I just want to start catering stuff more to like at least the person that I am now and that
Yeah.
I know myself to be. And hopefully a lot of my friends are, frequently enough on the same page as me. And I feel like that's why my come and sit on my couch and hang out hangs have been great. Like last weekend, we had people over to watch football. It was a mix of friends. Some of them are more like Ryan's friends who I've become friends with. Some of them
You
are
know,
more my
football's
friends.
fucking good for that.
It's
I
good. You're
gotta
just
start feigning an
chilling.
interest in football. There's
You
something
don't,
to comment on, but
I didn't even watch any of the game, and it was my
no.
team playing,
But it
but
would
it
be
was
weird
just
if
about
I invite,
socializing.
if I, but I would still have to like fabricate some kind of personality around it. Because right now, if I invite my friends over to watch a football game, they'll be like, haha. Like they wouldn't come.
Who has held you hostage?
Yeah, yeah. What was the thing I texted you the other day that you were like, this is giving
Oh, it was giving a
abducted
hostage
vibes?
situation. Oh,
Oh,
because you emailed me because you didn't have your phone. We were supposed to record or something, and
oh, I went to Annapolis for the day
yeah.
and I forgot my phone at home. So I had to use Justin's iPhone to email you. And I was like, hey, I don't have my phone. I'm going to be away for the day. La la. La. And you just replied and you were like, this is giving abducted vibes or
Yes.
like hostage vibes.
Yeah. I was
It
like,
made me laugh.
okay, we don't email. Well, I mean, like very occasionally do we email.
What was the only way I
And
could contact you?
not having the phone. No, it was very clever. I appreciated the thought to let me know, but I was just like, this
I
is
know.
okay. I'm just also your email said I'm in Annapolis like a bitch. And I was sitting like that's just how you wrote it. And I know you and I know your voice and I laughed and that was it. But Ryan was like reading it over my shoulder or something and he was like, "What does Annapolis like a bitch mean? Like what does being in Annapolis like a bitch mean?" And I was like, "Oh,
Tell
that's just
him.
how
What
she
does it mean?
talks."
What does it mean?
It means like, I'm just like freaking by some sailboats right now and I don't have my phone like a fucking bitch, right? Like
Yeah, like I'm a bitch. I
sailboats.
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the worst. I'm in Annapolis.
I
Sorry,
guess
I didn't
that
tell
was his
you.
version of his stories to you
My Instagram stories.
equals your being in Annapolis like a bitch
Like
to
a
him.
bitch.
He
Yeah.
didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Yeah.
Abducted vibes. Okay.
I do wonder, like, if I was abducted, like, if Justin murdered me, I think people would go a long time without, maybe someone would notice, but without, like, coordinating to reach the police. I think it would be weeks before anyone contacted the police.
Wait, what do you mean? If you were murdered, are you
Like,
saying
if I disappeared and
okay?
people couldn't get a hold of me, I think my family, because, like, my parents aren't really paying attention.
Oh, I see what you're
And
saying.
and then my
Mhm.
siblings are busy. So I think between them, it could be like a month before someone called the
Wow.
police. And my friends, I think, would notice sooner. But then for them to like coordinate to like get in touch with my siblings or something, I think it would be like 3 weeks before this event was brought to the police.
I think maybe I would be the first to
Yeah,
say something
actually, that might be true.
because at minimum we're recording once a week together. So we're communicating about when are we going to record this week once
Yeah.
every single week. And
Okay,
then
it's
at
on you now.
maximum
It's
we
on
talk
you.
regularly, we text regularly. I think I would be pretty fast and I come from a family where if I were murdered or if I disappeared, I
It would be within
mean,
like 12
it would
hours.
be like 12 minutes. It would be like it's on. My mom is on it. My mom has flown to Chicago and is
Yeah.
hunting the killer herself.
Your mom has
Like,
already started a career in policing and is now the chief of
yes.
police.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I can bring that to you.
No,
I will bring that energy to you, and I will be very worried.
thank you.
And that I was already, yeah, I already proved that by thinking that Annapolis email was an abduction. I have my
I
eyes on
know
you.
it did kind of, you do have your eyes on me. It made me feel really loved. Thanks.
I'm always wanting to make sure you're okay.
Not abducted.
Not abducted.
It's a
Just
very specific kind of love language.
and it is hard now that you don't have the iPhone because
Right.
we used to have Find Friends. I think it's just connected to your laptop now, which is probably just at home all the time.
And it's still on my iPhone. So sometimes if I brought my iPhone with me to do something an
Okay.
iPhone does, sometimes
Yeah.
it bops around, but it's like she's back
Mostly.
from the dead.
Yeah. 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 Speaking of back from the dead,
Okay.
I'm gonna go be dead now. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
lay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I thought you were going to
Don't you
start a new
think?
topic, and I was like, this is
No.
pretty late to do that. That's pretty late,
No,
Jessica.
it's pretty late in the game to be like, oh, I have this whole thing about death
I was like, are you
that I
about to
wanted
talk
to
about
open right
death?
now.
Because whatever you say, no matter how profound it is, I'm going to say, that's an interesting point. I got to go.
We cannot talk about death at the end of an episode. It has to be at the beginning
No.
so we have enough time.
Well, yeah, beginning is hard too. That's a hard opener.
That's
I think death really has to go in the middle.
in the middle. Right after
Eee.
the first ad break, that's when we get into the death topic. We'll do that next time.
Next time.
Okay.
Bye.